The 2021 NBA Playoffs is a postseason tournament of the National Basketball Association's 2020-21 season, with the COVID-19 pandemic impacting the NBA for the second consecutive year. The regular season was reduced to 72 games for each team, and the start date of the playoffs was moved from its usual time in mid-April to May 22, 2021. It will end with the 2021 NBA Finals in July. The Los Angeles Lakers were the defending champions, but they lost in the first round to the Phoenix Suns. The 2020 NBA Finals runners-up Miami Heat were eliminated in the same round by the Milwaukee Bucks. The NBA Board of Governors approved a format for the 2020-21 season to have a play-in tournament, involving the teams that ranked 7th through 10th in each conference. The 7th place team and 8th place team participate in the double chance game, with the winner advancing to the playoffs as the 7th seed. The loser then plays the winner of elimination game between the 9th place and 10th place teams to determine the playoffs' 8th seed. The NBA's regular playoff format would then proceed as normal. Under the NBA's regular playoff format, the 8 teams with the most wins in each conference qualified for the playoffs. The seedings were based on each team's record. Each conference's bracket was fixed. There was no reseeding. All rounds were best-of-7 series. The series ended when one team won 4 games, and that team advanced to the next round. All rounds, including the NBA Finals, were in a 2-2-1-1-1 format. In the conference playoffs, home court advantage went to the higher-seeded team. Seeding was based on each team's regular season record within a conference. If 2 teams had the same record, standard tiebreaker rules were used. Conference seedings were ignored for the NBA Finals. Home court advantage went to the team with the better regular season record. And, if needed, ties were broken based on head-to-head record, followed by intra-conference record. On April 25, 2021, the Utah Jazz became the first team to clinch a playoff spot. Teams in bold advanced to the next round. The numbers to the left of each team indicate the team's seeding in its conference, and the numbers to the right indicate the number of games the team won in that round. The division champions are marked by an asterisk. Teams with home court advantage, the higher-seeded team, are shown in italics. Asterisk division winner bold series winner italic team with home court advantage. This was the 6th playoff meeting between these two teams, with the 76ers winning 3 of the first 5 meetings. This was the 3rd playoff meeting between these two teams, but the first since the New Jersey Nets relocated to Brooklyn and became the Brooklyn Nets in 2012, with the Nets winning the first 2 meetings. This was the 3rd playoff meeting between these two teams, with the Heat winning the first 2 meetings. This was the 3rd playoff meeting between these two teams, with the Knicks winning the first 2 meetings. This was the first playoff meeting between the Jazz and the Grizzlies. This was the 13th playoff meeting between these two teams, with the Lakers winning 8 of the first 12 meetings. This was the 4th playoff meeting between these two teams, with Portland winning 2 of the first 3 meetings. This was the 2nd playoff meeting between these two teams, with the Clippers winning the first meeting. This is the 3rd playoff meeting between these two teams, with the 76ers winning both previous meetings. This is the 4th playoff meeting between these two teams, but the first since the New Jersey Nets relocated to Brooklyn and became the Brooklyn Nets in 2012, with the Bucks winning 2 of the first 3 meetings. The Clippers were trailing by 22 at the end of the first half in Game 6. They went down 25 at the start of the 3rd quarter, before a retaliation led by Terrence Mann allowed the Clippers to fight back to within 3 points at the end of the 3rd quarter. In the 4th, the momentum from the 3rd quarter and Utah's struggles allowed the Clippers to complete the comeback, becoming the first team to recover from being down 2-0 twice in the same playoffs, and reaching their first conference finals in franchise history. This was the 4th playoff meeting between these two teams, with the Jazz winning the previous 3 meetings. This was the 4th playoff meeting between these two teams, with Phoenix winning 2 of the first 3 meetings. This will be the 2nd playoff meeting between these two teams, with the Suns winning the previous meeting. During the playoffs, There have been a number of incidents involving fans at multiple games. ESPN, ABC, TNT and NBA TV broadcast the playoffs nationally in the United States. During the first two rounds, games are split by ESPN, ABC and TNT. NBA TV also televises selected games in the first round. Regional sports networks affiliated with teams also broadcast the games. Except for games televised on ABC, ESPN has exclusive